Oh, I would like to, but you're
that's one of those crumb cakes.
Oh, that is delicious.
You sure you don't want it?
I do.
Take it.
Right.
Come on, piggy.
Let's never forget about the 3,000 people that died in 9/11. You don't give a shit about the 200,000 people that have already died of this pandemic, and you're not socially distancing. You don't actually care about the 3,000 people who died in 9/11. You just want to hate people again.
Just a quick message before the video starts. If you could like this video, leave a comment below, but most importantly, hit the red subscribe button and the little bell next to it, which will notify you when these videos become available. And most importantly, share this video around. That helps me stay competitive with the big multinational corporations such as CNN and the BBC that YouTube is unfortunately choosing to prioritize. Thank you very much and enjoy this video. Greetings, free thinkers. Welcome to the Hoggcast. How are you doing today? I hope you're doing fine. I certainly am. Okay, on today's episode, we have a couple of clips to show you, and I'll give you, of course, my thoroughly entertaining and expert commentary during and after, just to break it up a little bit. Though it's not going to be too long a video today, but what we have for you is one woke leftist who thought he was the bee's knees. He thought he was brilliant. He had the best idea you can ever think of. Being sarcastic, of course. What he did is he attached a donut to the end of a fishing pole, and he proceeded to approach two policemen, two decent, hard-working policemen, and tried to bait them with it. He was filming himself, of course. He thought he was brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. This, of course, coming at a time when something very bad happened in LA. I'm sure you know what happened to two decent lawmen in LA. One of them, a woman who has a 4-year-old son at home. They're both expected to survive though, so that should be that is a bit of good news, a bit of a diamond in the rough. But we've got that, and we've got another hipster. I'm throwing this in. It's not really connected, but I'm throwing it in because the guy who is with the fishing pole, he is a hipster himself. I'm doing it to show you just how annoying these people can be, and the self-righteous nature of them as well. It's a problem with the left. It's this self-righteous nature. So without further ado, let's get into the video. If you haven't yet, please subscribe, hit the notification bell, share the video around. That helps me stay competitive with big multinational corporations such as CNN. So let's get into the clips. Okay, so first we have hipster number one, who has his fishing pole, his crutch. He appears to be walking with a crutch, his mangy cigarette, and a donut attached to the end of his fishing pole.
Do you want a fresh donut?
Yes, I do.
You want a donut, piggy? Please. Piggy, yeah, it's all yours.
Oh, I would like to, but you're
that's one of those crumb cakes.
Oh, that is delicious.
You sure you don't want it?
I do.
Take it.
Right.
Come on, piggy.
Like a coffee cake.
How many points is that on chicken crunch?
Come on, piggy.
How many points?
You know you want it. You sure you don't want it?
No, we definitely.
No, I'm on a diet, so.
Alright.
Will and wine is two different things, so it sounds like
His bag show, I know he loves his donut.
I knew that was coming.
Yeah, there we go.
Look at that. That is the face, the smirk of someone who thinks he is the best. That is the facial expression of someone who thinks they've just pulled the masterstroke, but they lack the self-awareness to realise that, especially at this time with these heightened tensions we're seeing, not only is this, I was about to use the word joke, it's not even a joke. You can only loosely call it a prank, but this is spiteful. It's as spiteful as it is pathetic. Just a disgusting, heinous thing to do, especially after what happened with the two hard-working policemen in Los Angeles the other day. Anyway, let's continue.
So while we're walking from one cop to another, what exactly are you doing right now?
Oh, I'm pig fishing. Pig, you want a donut?
Peaceful tonight, guys. Peaceful.
Pig, you want a donut?
So this is the
Pig, you want a donut? fresh donut, I promise.
Mr. Fishing Pole with the donut on the end could not defend himself from anyone, including a woman, if his life depended on it. The first thing he would do is call 999, USA 911. Call 911, we need the help, quickly. He's the first person to do it. He would be the first person to do that. It's just, I have a visceral response to people like this. What a sad and pathetic life this man must lead. Honestly. Honestly. You know what organisation he has connections to. You know it, I know it. Begins with A and ends with A.
Thanks for being out here.
I guess I'll ask your friend over there.
Dude, like, what if your kid was in trouble and you needed the police?
Don't have a kid.
They would call and you would expect them to come really fast. Like, if you got stabbed.
Don't call the police.
So someone said, what if you're in trouble and you need the police? He said he wouldn't call the police. Well, she knows, that woman knows, she's a bystander. She obviously can look at him like any woman can. She knows this guy's no alpha male. This guy barely even qualifies as a beta male. He's a Charlie male. He's a zebra male. If anything. You don't need me to tell you this guy's Twitter bio has pronouns in it. And they're probably not even he, him. It's probably Doughnut, Fishing Pole.
Damn, none of the piggies want a donut.
Why have these radical lefty guys always have these bibs on their neck? They always have bibs. Like a baby. Because they can't eat without spilling crap on themselves. They're that effeminate. Honestly, just this guy, he thinks, and he's uploaded this, right? That's obviously his friend filming. They think they've just pulled the masterstroke. They think they're like the best comedians that have ever existed in all of humanity. You can tell by the smirk on his face, the smile. He looks a bit like Freddy Krueger. Just as sinister, but nowhere near as respectable. Anyway, let's move on to the next hipster. Next, we have a short clip of a young hipster on Twitter. Many people are saying that this is female. This is a male. It's an effeminate male. An extremely effeminate male. Probably has Twitter bios. You know, the pronouns. You know the mold, because these guys are NPCs. So you see one, you see them all. So he's going to give you his worldview on events. He's going to try and bring ism and ist, the accusation, in somehow. He's conflating three different things altogether. So let's listen.
Just a reminder that if you post never forget about the 3,000 people that died, but you don't give a shit about the 200,000 people that have already died of this pandemic, and you're not socially distancing, you don't actually care about the 3,000 people who died, you just want to hate people again.
How does somebody talk so fast like that? So he's conflated three different things. He's conflated isms and ists with what happened with the towers and the current beer bug situation we have going at the moment across the Western world, all over the world essentially, although it is a little bit too hyped up. So how those three things are connected, I don't understand. Now, he seems to be saying that if you care about the 3,000 people that unfortunately died on that day in history, we all remember, that therefore you mustn't care about people who have been affected by the beer bug. Those two things are not mutually exclusive. You can care about both. Just because you say you care about one doesn't mean you don't care about the other. And as for the ismist, how did you bring... What has that got to do with it? How have you brought that into it? You're a hipster and you bring it into... You're bringing it into everything like you always do. It's got nothing to do with it. People on Twitter saying this is a female. It's not a female. It's an effeminate man. Quote unquote man. Anyway, I'm going to leave it there. Let me know what you guys think in the comment sections below. Especially, just ignore this guy, but especially about the first guy with the donut on a fishing pole. What an especially spiteful thing to do. What an especially incendiary thing to do right now at this time with everything that's going on. Just goes to show you how heartless and spiteful the woke brigade really is. Honestly, despicable thing. Please share this around. I want people to see. People need to see what these guys are capable of in terms of spite and evil. Share it around. Let me know what you think in the comment sections below, and I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.